Hi guys, welcome back to another video today. I know I haven't been uploading on this channel very much, but we're getting back into it slowly with the playoffs rolling around. Today we're going to be filling out our bracket for the playoffs 2025. Um, so let's just jump right into it. We're going to do the West first, then we're going to do the East. So for the West, the first matchup, the time I'm recording this, is Friday UK time. So the last game of the play-in hasn't happened yet, so we don't know if it's the Grizzlies or the Mavericks playing the Thunder. But either way, it doesn't matter. Thunder and four. I don't think they're gonna have any problems sorting out whoever they go up against. They're the number one team in the West so far this season, both on paper and they've shown it in game. So I don't think they're gonna be too much of a problem. Now, these other three series in the West are going to be very, very entertaining. Very entertaining. I think the Nuggets and Clippers, as long as Kawhi stays healthy, is going to be the most entertaining series. I think the Warriors and Rockets are going to be great. And I think the Lakers and Timberwolves, again, you've got so many big personalities. Ant, Luca, LeBron, Austin Reeves, Julius Randle, Rudy Gobert, just stacked. So we're gonna start at the bottom with the Rockets and Warriors. I have the Warriors taking this in 6. I just can't bet against Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler on the same team. I know the Rockets are younger, they're a lot quicker, a little bit more athletic. You know, you've got Men Thompson, Jalen Green, Fred Van Vliet, and Şengün is going to be the cornerstone to this, as we don't know how the Warriors are going to come back having to play against a very good big. Um, so we're gonna see how that goes, but I'm not gonna bet against Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler based on the performance I saw from them in the play-in, and on top of that, with Draymond Green leading the floor, Pods, potentially Kuminga, Moody making some appearances. I know there was some reports with Kuminga, a little bit of internal friction there. But I can't bet against Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler on the same team against a younger, inexperienced Rockets team. So I've got the Warriors in 6. I can see 7 as well, 6 or 7, somewhere around there. I'm gonna go 6. Just off the dome though. Moving on to the Lakers and Timberwolves, I'm gonna have the Lakers in either 5 or 6. I don't think the Timberwolves are going to be as competitive as people think. I think Ant's going to be stellar. But Julius Randle doesn't have a good playoff track record. I don't think Rudy Gobert is going to be able to do much guarding Luka Doncic, LeBron James, or Austin Reeves. Um, I think they snag a game. I'm going to go Lakers in 5. I think they snag a single game. I don't think. I think the series is going to be highly competitive, highly entertaining games. I just don't think that the Wolves are going to be able to make this entire series very competitive, based off what they have. I'm gonna take Luka Doncic over, and I'm taking LeBron over anyone else on that team. Same thing with Austin Reeves. I just don't. I think the Timberwolves are a piece or a two away from being a real good contender in the West. Now, the final first round series of the West. This is going to be, in my opinion, the most entertaining series there is in the West. The Nuggets and Clippers. Now, this entire series basically depends on if Kawhi Leonard stays healthy or if he doesn't. Um, I'm gonna go off a whim based on a few things I've been looking around on the internet about Kawhi's health and stuff. He feels good. I was watching a Patrick Beverly interview the other day where he was telling Pat Bev on text that he feels good, he's happy to be in the playoffs, and he wants to make it through the playoffs. Um, so just out of hopium, I'm gonna say Kawhi stays healthy. I'm gonna give the Clippers in 6, in 7. Sorry, I think the Thunder, they've just fired their head coach. They're having quite a few internal issues. I just don't think that if Kawhi stays healthy and James Harden's playing the way he is, I don't think Nikola Jokic is going to be enough to take those two down. You've got Norman Powell there. They're a lot deeper than the Nuggets too. Um, we're going to have playoff Jamal Murray for sure, 100%. But I just don't think he'll be enough. As long as Kawhi is healthy and in shape, same thing with James Harden, healthy and playing at the level he's playing. I don't think they'll be enough. I think the Clippers are too deep. Their star power, both Kawhi, James Harden, and even Norman Powell, outweigh Jokic. I think Zubac is going to make it very, very physical for him on the defensive end. I don't think Jokic is going to struggle putting the numbers up. I think he's going to struggle carrying the load. Which again, Jamal Murray, we know how he performs in the playoffs, but aside from those two guys, they don't really have anything else. Kind of Aaron Gordon, yes, but when he pairs up against the Clippers, who's going to be guarding him? Kawhi Leonard. I'm taking Kawhi in that matchup. You know what I'm saying? Off the bench as well, just not deep enough. I'm gonna have Clippers in 7 if Kawhi stays healthy. If he doesn't, I'm taking the Nuggets in 6. It depends where he goes out. I think if they take it to a 7 and Kawhi gets hurt in the 7, they can maybe pull it out. But I'm going with the hopium that Kawhi stays healthy and the Clippers take it in 7. Now, the two Western Conference semis games. I think the Thunder and Clippers is actually a very underrated series. I think the Clippers match up to the Thunder very well. I think they're both really deep teams. Thunder maybe a little bit deeper than the Clippers with some of the guys they have off the bench. Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, to name a few. I think the Thunder are a lot younger and a lot more experienced when being younger now. They've been in the playoffs last season. They got bounced in the second round. I don't see that happening this year. I think the Thunder are on a roll. Shea's obviously going to win the MVP. I think momentum alone, it's going to be a good series, but I'm going to go Thunder in 6 over the Clippers. I think, again, if Kawhi's healthy, I wouldn't be against the Game 7. I just think the Thunder are a lot deeper than the Clippers, and the Clippers are deep. That says a lot. I think the Thunder are a lot deeper than the Clippers, and I think they're a lot better defensively. Even though the Clippers have like a top-rated defense and offense. But again, it's the inconsistency here with the Clippers of can they keep it up throughout the playoffs? Can they stay healthy? Can James Harden play at MVP level throughout the entire playoffs? Can Kawhi play at that level throughout the entire playoffs? There's too many question marks for me to take the Clippers over the Thunder in this series. So I've got the Thunder in 6. Now, Warriors and Lakers are, again, whenever Steph Curry and LeBron James play, it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be great. But I think the Lakers in 6 just have the best player on the floor in Luka Doncic. I don't think Steph Curry is going to be able to keep up with his offensive creation. I don't think Jimmy Butler is going to be able to do it. I don't think Draymond can stop Luka. Ultimately, Luka Doncic is the best player in this series, and he's going to show that, I think, pretty imminently. Pair that with Austin Reeves, who's been going crazy recently. And of course, you've got LeBron James. And the supporting cast of the Lakers really fits those 3 guys as well. I think the Warriors, again, they're lacking a big. They're quite small on the height side of things. They're pretty short, pretty small. And I just don't think they have what it takes. I think LeBron James is giving this run 100%. He's got a player in Luka Doncic, a top 2 talent in the NBA right now. Is him and Shea, if you ask me. So I think they're going to give it their all. I think when LeBron James, even at 40 years old, puts it together, I think the Lakers aren't losing to the Warriors in 6 at all. Conference finals, though. Now, here we've got something very interesting. I think the Lakers are great. I do. But I think the Thunder, again, is coming back to the deepness. I think the Thunder are too deep for them. And I think that even though I am going to take Luka over Shea, I think Luka, again, is the best player in this series. Very, very slowly behind is Shea. Very, very, by an inch, Shea's behind Luka. But I'm putting Luka there because he's a proven playoff performer. Shea, again, he's not had a run yet in the playoffs. I'm giving him this year to prove that to us. But if the Lakers take this over the Thunder, we're going to have to start asking questions about the Thunder potentially needing a real second star on that team. But I can't. The run the Thunder are on, I'm going to give it to the Thunder in 7. I think it's going to be a 7-game series. But it's going to be a very interesting 7-game series. I think LeBron James, he's old, but we know he's LeBron again. That's something we can't count out. It's LeBron James. He's playing with Luka Doncic, he's playing with Austin Reeves. They have a great supporting system around them. I wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers take it in 7. But I think just the momentum the Thunder have this season, Shea winning the MVP, the way they're young as well, they have something to prove, chip on their shoulder. I'm going to give it to the Thunder in 7. Now over to the East. Again, final round of playing as I've done. It doesn't matter. Cavs are winning whoever they play, Hawks or Heat, in 4, maybe 5 if they play the Heat. But I think for this to be an upsetting series, you're gonna have to break the Cavs up, or someone's gonna have to get really badly injured. Whether it's 2 or 3 of them would, because that their starting 5 is 5 stars pretty much. Um, the Cavs look great this season. I'm going to go same thing with the Celtics. I do think the Magic take a game. I think Paolo, can't write him off. I think they do take a game with it being the playoffs, but there's no way in hell, unless the entire starting 5 and 2 bench players of the Celtics get injured, I do not think there's a way that the Magic win this series at all. Knicks and Pistons. I'm going to go Knicks in 5 again. I think the Pistons are a good team. They're just not there yet. I think they're a year or 2 away from being a competitive team in the East. I think with the Bucks on the decline and the Pistons on the incline, they're going to be a lot more competitive next season once they have a little bit more experience and a couple more pieces around them. The Knicks are feeling themselves this season. They're going to be very, very good to watch this first round and second round. That's a little foreshadowing that I don't have them going any further. But yeah, the Knicks are going to be really entertaining to watch. I do think they're going to display just utter dominance in this series, but I'm going to give Detroit a single game simply because I do think they deserve that respect. Now, the most entertaining series of the first round in the East. We have the Pacers and the Bucks. Now, I'm going Bucks in 6. Damian Lillard has been cleared for his blood clot. Dame's playing. Tyrese has a lot to prove, most definitely, especially after the season he's had. He's got a lot to prove, but I'm not betting against Giannis and Dame both on the court. If it was Dame off the court, I would have gone Pacers in 7. But he's healthy. He's cleared to play in the playoffs. I'm going to go Bucks in 6 for this. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I think the Pacers need another bona fide star to really get competitive in the East. Looking at the second round, I'm going to go Celtics in 6 over the Knicks. I think this is probably the most entertaining series of the entire second round. We know the type of swag that the Knicks have. Sort of that culture they have, that swag about them they have. They're not going to go down easy, but I think the Celtics are just so top heavy. Their starting lineup is literally 5 stars. Again, very similar to the Cavs. But they have a star off the bench too. So I'm going Celtics in 6. I don't think the Knicks have a really true chance to win this series. I think even if it goes to 7, I'm very, very comfortable with having Boston in the driving seat, taking this series. I think they need the entire league needs Boston just to break that roster up, because I think they are by far the best team in the league at the moment, especially in the East. You can argue the Thunder in the West, but in the East, by far the best team, Celtics. The Cavs and Bucks. Now I'm going Cavs in 6. I don't think Giannis is going to have a great series against these Cavs. I think their defense, their big defense, they've got Evan Mobley, Jarrett Allen. I think Giannis is really going to struggle in this series. On top of that, I trust Donovan Mitchell way more than I trust Damian Lillard. I trust Darius Garland way more than I trust Damian Lillard. And pair that with Max Strus and their bench as well. I think the Cavs are going to walk away with this pretty healthily. I think the Bucks have a lot to think about this offseason. Giannis, especially whether he wants to stay, because he's not, since he won it all in 21, he's not had the same success. He's not been able to replicate it, and the East is just getting better. So there's a little thinking step there for the Bucks, but I've got the Cavs taking this out in 6. The same way back, I can see the Cavs having a stinker of a series and losing in 5 or 6 to the Bucks if they're just off. But I think if they sweep the first round. They're feeling good, feeling healthy. They're carrying the momentum. I can't see the Cavs losing to the Bucks without any major injuries. Now, the Cavs and Celtics, as much as I want to call the Cavs, as much as I'm praised them this season, as much as I've seen them play this season, and as great as they look this season, they did split the season series. The regular season series, not counting the in season tournament. They did split the series 2-2. But I'm going Celtics in 7, 6 or 7. I'm gonna give the Cavs some respect and go 7. Um, I think they match up great. This could go either way this series. I do think it's gonna be a full whack 7-game series though. I think Donovan Mitchell is gonna be caught in fire by the time he gets to the conference finals. He's gonna be on fire. Darius Garland, Drew Holiday matches up great with him. I just don't think Drew Holiday can keep up with him, chasing him around the court. Then you've got Tatum up against Mobley, Jarrett Allen, Horford, Jaylen Brown. Like these two teams would be our finals. This is our finals, basically. The conference finals in the East is our finals. I think this is going to be the most entertaining series of the entire playoffs. Yeah, pretty much. But I've got the Celtics in 7. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cavs take it in 7 either. Same way I wouldn't be surprised if the Celtics take it in 6. But I'm going to give the Cavs the respect because of the way they match up. Now, the finals. The finals. This is OKC's first finals. This would be this Celtics team's third finals, or with the core, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Their third finals, obviously 2022, they lost to the Warriors in the finals. They won against the... Who did they beat last year? They won against the Nuggets last year. I've got them winning again in 6. I think the Thunder are gonna be great in the finals, but I just think they lack that experience. I think Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they're very well proven playoff players. They have that finals experience. They've got Brad Stevens there, the guidance that they need to. No, they're not even with Brad Stevens anymore. They've got Joe Mazzulla. My apologies, living in 2018. I'm so used to saying Brad Stevens for the Celtics, but that was so long ago. Joe Mazzulla, he's gonna have good control of this team, and I think these guys are just way more experienced. I think if they come up against the Lakers, that would be the best bet of knocking off the Celtics from going back to back. I think the Lakers do match up with the Celtics a lot better. I think even the Clippers match up with the Celtics a lot better than the Thunder do. Both of those Los Angeles teams are a lot more primed in the finals too. But the way I've picked my bracket, we've got the Thunder in the finals. I just don't think they can do it. So yeah, that's our NBA 2025 pick and bracket challenge predictions for the entire playoffs, guys. Also, I do have Jason Tatum winning this finals MVP. I think they gave it Jaylen Brown last year. Tatum's going to win it this year if the Celtics go all the way. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, show me some support, and I'm going to bring a lot more playoff videos back, a lot more off-season videos back for the NBA. I know I kind of have neglected this channel over the last couple of years, but I'm really excited to get back into it if I get the support behind me and you guys actually want me to post. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're not already. All my links in the description down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.